guys, so third quarter GDP results are out. Are the results good? Is it bad? How close are we to the targets? How close are we in terms of what was also forecasted? If you are trading the markets, how does this impact the PSE? All of that in this edition of the vlog. So check this video out. Hi everyone, this is Marvin Germo of Stock Smarts. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and smash that bell so you get updated every time I create new content about the stock market. I just have one goal in mind, to teach you, to show you that you can trade and you can win the markets with confidence. Hey guys, so good morning. I'm still here in Singapore. It's my third day here. I'm here for Stock Smart Singapore. If you don't know that we're having it here, the links are down below so you can join us for our seminars. But this video is all about the GDP. This video is all about what happened, how were our results. So a couple of things before we go on to our slides. Number one, GDP is at 6.2%. It was higher than what was projected by analysts for the third quarter, and it's also higher than where we were in the second quarter. Please remember, second quarter results were only 5.5%, 6.2% for the third quarter is much better than where we were last quarter. But for us to hit the lower end of the target of the government, we must grow at around 6.7% for the fourth quarter for us to be at the lower end of that target as well. Please remember the GDP is so important because it's very indicative of what's happening in the general economy, what's happening as a snapshot of where we believe our economy is. It's also what investors look at, what other business people look at as a barometer of where we're actually headed. Now, one thing that I'm excited about is basically this. One thing that brought about growth for the third quarter was basically services. We can also add construction to the mix. That being said, if construction ramps up for the fourth quarter, we could actually expect a larger amount, a larger push for our GDP to go higher. But let's see what happens over the next few months. And I really do hope, I'm really optimistic about the country, and I hope that all is well. I really hope that we see more and more good results happen. That being said, let's go to the slides. Hey guys, so here we go. Here's a more detailed look on where the GDP is, what caused it, what triggered it. But this is something very good, and this is something very positive. As you all know, we like to see our economy to get better. Every Filipino wants the economy to boom and zoom higher as well. Anyways, before I go on with this, please note that as of this time, it's 11 a.m. already in Manila. It's around, the index is at 8,032. Intraday, it started to go up in the first few minutes of trading. Then after the news of the GDP started to progress, you started to see it retrace also intraday. I'll make another video on this specifically, giving you an update on where the PSE is headed. But please know this as well, that the GDP is a lagging indicator. Economic figures are lagging indicators, meaning the stock market is always ahead. It's a leading indicator up against the economic cycle. So when people are asking why at times the GDP is up but the market is down, because please remember, it does not also follow suit. What the GDP does is it gives sustainability, it gives value that over the long term, because the GDP is good, the market, the PSEI, or the Philippine economy as a whole is bound to go up. But on an intraday level, we cannot really predict it just because of that. Anyways, GDP is at 6.2%. Let's give you more details. By the way, as I continue to do this, please comment GDP if you like what's happening in our economy. Comment GDP if you think the GDP will go up over the next few quarters as well. Anyways, so here's the thing. Every time GDPs are given, they're given out every quarter. They're reported every quarter. Analysts would make forecasts on it, and the forecasts that analysts made were around 6% only. So what does this mean? We are exceeding expectations. We are exceeding what everyone else believes the economy should be. So in terms of a more optimistic tone, I like this because it's great when we hit expectations, but it's even better if we exceed it and do better. So this adds a layer of optimism in terms of where the general economy is headed and in terms of where the stock market is headed as well. And this reverses the downward cycle. No, for those who've been following my posts as well, I made videos saying that last quarter's GDP of 5.5 was one of the lowest quarterly GDP results that we've had over the past, I think, 3 years. So as you've noted also from the videos that I've created, that the GDP was starting to slope down already from where we were a few quarters back to where we are now. But going up to 6.2% is a welcome reversal as well. Please remember, one of the things that wasn't mentioned also was one of the things that caused the GDP to be slower the first half of the year was pretty much because of policy, meaning the 2019 budget was not approved earlier. It took some time for them to approve it, meaning money that should have gone to some government projects did not flow quickly because the budget was lately approved. So this should be a learning point for 2020, that if they really want construction to really push harder, faster, stronger, the budget for 2020, I hope, should be approved faster as well. I don't know if it had anything to do because there was an election this year. That's why it took some time for them to actually do it. But I do hope the 2020 budget, so that everything will go into full swing. 2020, 2021, 2022, a lot of the infra projects for it to go into full swing. I hope that the budget gets approved faster. So at 6.2%, I believe we grew faster than China for the third quarter of this year. Please remember though, 2013, we were getting 7.1, 7.2% in terms of our growth rate, but 6.2% is very, 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 very fast. The thing about that, this is not in the slides, but it is. I'll talk about it later. But basically, this one of the things that pushed the third quarter GDP to go higher was because, again, the budget was passed. So meaning the money that should have been outlined for the first half of the year started pumping in, and government spending for the third quarter grew by 9.6%. So if you would compare side by side all of the parameters that contributed to the growth, government spending was one of the highest at 9.6%. Second is my favorite. As you all know, I'm a big fan of domestic consumption. I believe that the Philippines is a consumption-driven economy. I believe Filipinos love to spend massively, and domestic consumption grew by 5.9%. So this is still, I think this will continue to grow even in the fourth quarter, pretty much because of its Christmas season. You know, Filipinos love spending on Christmas season. All of the sales will just continue to just pump out, especially those online sales from those apps from Lazada and Shopee, and all of the malls, because of Christmas season will just continue to follow suit. Plus, if you add it to the mix, bonuses, 13-month pays, and our kababayans from abroad coming back to the Philippines during the holiday seasons, that's how you can expect consumption to just continue to pile up over the next few months. Next, uh, exports were flat, 0.2%. I think this is also predicated or connected to what's happening. Please remember, the issues of the Philippines right now, or of the market not going up, is not because there's something wrong with our economy. It's pretty much dictated by what's happening globally. It's pretty much dictated by what's happening overseas. Exports were flat at 0.2%. Imports naman were negative at 0.02. So there. Then you have gross capital formation also down. It's negative at 2.1% as well. So those were the things that contributed to the economy. Another thing that I'd like to add, in terms of growth, also the services sector grew the fastest at 6.9%, with financial intermediation leading the way as well. So this is a good reversal. One thing that I would like to note also, if we want, please remember, the government has their targets of how the economy should grow for a particular year. And here's the thing, because we did not grow as fast in the first two quarters or the first half of the year, we need to grow by 6.7% for the fourth quarter for the Philippine economy to hit the lower end of its target. So, if construction really ramps up and government spending over the next 2 months, we're already in November, so October is already in the books. If spending of the government in terms of construction and other items is November and December will go into full swing, then there might be a chance, there might be a shot for the GDP to hit the lower end of the target. But as of this point in time, they need to hit 6.7% for the fourth quarter for us to really push and go higher as well. Anyways, I hope you guys learned a lot. I think today I'm gonna make 3 or 4 videos that will be uploaded. It's my first time to do this much videos, but that's the thing. I just want to make enough content for you guys so that you have the right information. It's time for our financial information to be something that's talked about also in YouTube. So I super appreciate it if you could share this, you could like this, you could comment this, you could send this to more people. It's time that we not just talk about chismes, we not just talk about showbiz, we not just talk about politics, but we talk about something that is helpful for everyone, because knowing where the economy is headed will help you align what businesses you're supposed to start, will help you align also what investments will do well based on where you know the money is headed. And I'll never stop doing this, I'll never stop creating videos, because I just want you guys to win. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, please put them down below, and I'll try to make as much videos as I can so that I can educate you, so that we can change the narrative of how Filipinos live their lives, because Filipinos deserve to be rich. Filipinos deserve so much more. So I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. Comment below if you have any questions, and I'll try to make videos about it. Comment GDP if you're excited. Also comment Philippines if you're excited about all the growth that's happening in our country as well, because at the end of the day, the goal of this also is not just to push you to invest, but also to push you to contribute to help the Philippines and make it also a better place as well. Similar to what's happening here in Singapore. Singapore's an amazing country, but for all of us, we're still far from where Singapore is, but at least we can do and create the steps to make us move forward towards the right direction. So I guess that's it for now. I hope this video gave you the right insights on how you can trade the markets with conviction, and following the economy also would help you know how to win and trade with confidence. So this is Marvin Germo from Singapore. It's my 3rd day here. I'm excited for our next session tonight. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.